Hello, Flosstube. I'm KDP, and welcome into Flosstube episode number 13. Welcome in my channel. I hope everyone is having a great weekend so far. It is late afternoon here on Saturday, February 17th, and I wanted to do this and have a Flosstube update. This is episode number 13. I might have already said that. I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in. So grab your coffee, grab your crafts, and let's dive in after we take a sip. That's very good. Okay, so I have a little bit of notes that I will be referring to. But I kind of decided I was just gonna dive in and see what happens. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new, thank you for coming back. If go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and get notified when I upload a new video. So first on the agenda would be finishes. And the first finish I have to talk about, I do not have in my possession anymore. I gave it to my friend. It was a gift. So it has been delivered. It has been gifted. And so I finally finished, in case you probably already guessed, that I finished Santa ferrets. Or a Santa ferret. There was only one. For a gift for my friend. It was her Christmas gift. And we finally... I finally was able to give it to her and finish it. And... she said she loved it. It was perfect for her, and I will insert some pictures of that. She sent me a picture when she got home of it, the cross-stitch and with her ferret, so I loved it so much. And I hope that she really loves it and knows that it was made with love. So that is the first finish, and I will definitely insert some pictures in this area. And so yeah, I'm really stoked. That's probably my second or third finish this year, technically. So I think we're off to a good start. And yeah, I'm just having a blast with all of this. And so the next thing I finished is, the pattern is the Chateau Beanie from Knititude. Chantal from Knititude, she is Knititude, had a sale on some of her patterns. And I got several. This one is the Chateau Beanie. I need to resecure the pom-pom a little bit. But I started this in the Atlanta airport when we were delayed. So I'm calling it the airport beanie. I did do a little bit of it on the cruise, but the majority of it was actually in the airport to and from the trip. And so... I think this was a really good pattern. It was fun and easy, and it turned out great. And I think I have lots of yarn that this would work for this. This is super bulky. The pattern calls for super bulky, and I used Lion Brand Hometown in this nice gray. It goes with everything. I've been wearing it a lot. It has gotten quite cold again here now in February. So, I'm so pleased with it. I think it turned out great. And the pattern, I love her designs. It's pom-pom's a little wobblier than I would like it. So, not perfect, of course, but I think it's great. And my boyfriend even said he wants one, sans pom-pom. So, for his birthday, which is tomorrow, I'll cast one on for him. And in case you're noticing a pattern, having gifts done by deadlines is something that I'm not great at. He is very chill and not at all, he's not going to have a temper tantrum. But I showed him several different patterns that I could make, with yarn that I already have. And he said he really liked this, minus the pom-pom, which I think this is the best part, honestly. The pom-pom, I think it's cute, but he's a dude, so I guess he doesn't care for that. So anyway, long story never ending. Chateau Beanie by Knit2, super bulky. Acrylic. I probably could and should have blocked this, but I didn't. So, no surprises there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying working on hats. They're like potato chips, I think. You can't do more than one. And I've got a couple of patterns to make a couple of different ones. But that is the one that I finished. I put the pom-pom on it, and I did post to Instagram and share that with you. I really thought the pattern was easy and well written. There were some spots where I got a little confused, but for the most part, very beginner friendly. Highly recommend. Really cute stuff from Knititude. All right, what's next? Whips. Okay, we're gonna move on to whips. Duh. I feel like I'm speaking very quickly. Okay, so I do have one new start for cross stitch to talk about first. And this one. This is, okay. The pattern is Big Heart Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Oh no, it didn't. This is the Valentine's Day Tiny Town. From Heart and Hand, she's got a whole series, and she just released more for Nashville Needlework Market. And I will show you where I am. Oh, it's this side. Can you see that? I have a little tree, and this light's maybe not doing me any favors. There is a tiny white fence underneath the little tree. I just adore it. I think this is the cutest series. I briefly contemplated putting them all on one giant piece of fabric, but I really wanted to do this Valentine's one on this pink fabric. This is a mystery 30 count. I think it's a 30 count. Pretty sure the tag is maybe in the bag. I was a little concerned that this was too blendy with the background fabric, but I actually asked my boyfriend. I was like, what do you think? Does this, is this just going to be pointless and, not be able to see it? There. Anyway. But I think it's okay. I love the way it's coming off right now. And I'm having pretty good success stitching on linen now because two things. The amazing Zach at D-Man Crafts, who's in the, crafty circle that I'm part of online, answered my question on one of my videos about, like, why am I not able to do this in cross stitch? Because I always, if I'm going from bottom to top, then the way I make my stitch undoes it. And he said, which kind of made me like do a face palm, but like, yeah, you're gonna have to change the direction that your stitches are going. And so that's what I did. I have to be very conscious about it because I will instinctively do it bottom left to top right, and then bottom right to top left, which if the next stitch is directly above that one, it will undo the previous stitch. So that held me up probably a little bit too long. I felt a little stupid, but it's all part of the learning process. And now I am making good progress on my two linen projects, which this one and then the next one I will talk to you about. And then the next reason I'm having a lot better success with cross-stitching on linen is that I bought an Ottlight magnifying lamp. So it has a magnifier with really bright lights. And that has been so great to help me And even, I don't really need it as much on Ada, but, you know, for anything, it's just, it's less eye strain, it's zoomed in, and I'm really wanting to focus on this and my other piece on linen on Maple Lane. And so I had a coupon. Michael's had a sale. The coupon worked on the Ottlight, and so I went and got it, and it really has been great. So yeah, wait for Michael's coupon. I got it 30% off, so it's great. It's the floor model, and it's got like the long neck, and it sits right next to my stitchy chair. And it's been great. I'm really wanting to focus on these two. I'm a little fancy today because my boyfriend's birthday is tomorrow and we have dinner reservations. So I decided to go ahead and, the hair needs fixing, but I decided to go ahead and get dressed so to save time. So yeah, next. Next is my other project that my first linen start, and I've really been like wanting to really stitch solely on this. And I kind of have been more than I had planned, but stitch what my motto, my plan of action is to stitch what I want when I want. I don't really follow whip go or anything like that. I just try to rotate through. So this is Maple Lane from the Frosted Pumpkin. And last time I showed this one, I really only had a little bit of the black and orange. And I filled in a bunch. And I'm going to say something a little controversial, and hopefully I don't get like excommunicated or something. So I started with my stitches going the original way I do them, bottom left to top right, and then bottom right to top left. And once I realized that's not going to work for going up, I changed direction. And then for this section, I'm doing it my normal way because I'm going down, and you can't tell. I have no problem having my stitches going in whichever direction, because it really is instinctively to do it the other way. And so you can't tell. It's such tiny stitches, like, who cares, right? And I think it looks so good. So this is more of the little coffee bar. Hold up the cover. And hold up. This is Maple Lane, and I did a center start. I think this piece, which is also this from the same manufacturer, kind of don't know what kind of linen it is, 30 count, like off-white. And so I've got the coffee machine with a little cup, and then the booth, and it will say coffee. Coffee and tea, that's what it says. As I was working on it, I was like, it's coffee and then something else after that, and I didn't have this in front of me. And I couldn't figure out what the other word was. So I'm really enjoying working on this. It is no secret that I love everything that the Frosted Pumpkin releases. It's just so good. I want to do all of their patterns, and I think this was a good choice for my first time on linen. I guess I probably should have done something smaller, but go big or go home. So yeah, I think next week I'm gonna put it in timeout. Not timeout, because it's been very good, but rotate other things out, and then I'll come back to it. So, let's see. My next cross-stitch whip would be the Haunted Mansion. I actually didn't work on this on Dark 13 last week because it didn't work out that way. But this is my Haunted Mansion Mill Hill Buttons and Beads kit. It's so cute. And I did get a little bit of work in on it. And it really doesn't look like much of anything. It's just a bunch of gray and black. Does that help or not? A little bit. So this is like the top, like, it's like clouds that I'm working on at this point. And I'm getting to the top of the actual haunted mansion. And this bronzy color here is a tree. So it still looks like a whole lot of nothing, really. But I did get a lot of work in. I really only had, like, this chunk I got done. So yeah, just plugging away on this, and I'll be bringing this out for Dark 13 in the near future. So that is the Haunted Mansion from Mill Hill. Put you back in your bag. My next project is also kind of a Dark 13 project. One moment. Project bag fell over. I didn't do any prep work for this video practically. I wrote some notes and then realized I was running out of time. I'm kind of noticing a pattern here, y'all. I don't know if it's endearing or not, but this is what it is. If you're new here, welcome. So, Autumn Lane Stitcheries Tonight We Ride. Fabulous pattern. So, I have a page finish, which is really rad. So, this is where I am. I did move the hoop because I was on the edge. So I've got the biggest witch done. And I am working on finishing the full moon. The full moon. With another witch. It's a tail of her cloak there. And she's like silhouetted by the full moon. And I love this project. I really do. It languished for a bit, so I'm trying to touch them all. So yeah, she is totally done. It looks so good, y'all. Maybe I should have taken it out of the hoop. But yeah, Tonight We Ride by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is a 16 count Ada from Bestitch Me, in the color Pumpkin Patch. And I'm just reminded of how much I love it, and love working on it, and that I should not let it go untouched for so long. And working in Notion kind of helps me see that it hasn't been pulled out for a while. So gotta do that. But I am starting more and more things, and I'm kind of up to my eyeballs in whips. I'm not to the point where I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what that number would be. So I'm in a very starty mood. So I'm gonna have a lot more whips this year, I think. Now let me see. That is everything for cross stitch. Next we have knitting. So hold please while I grab them. Hey everyone, Future Katie here. There was some issues with the recording of this segment, so I am refilming it today and going to insert it right here. So I'm going to talk about some knitting projects. I only really have one at the moment, and it's also is going to include some happy mail, squishy mail, definitely. So I'll show you the acquisitions to my stash. This is I'll hold up one of each. Treehouse Knits in the colorway The Money Beats, and I have one on her spruce sock and one, or there's more than one, but here I'm holding more than one in the colorway The Money Beats from her office collection. This is a Dwight Schrute colorway. And I'm gonna use her photo that she used on like her Instagram, because hers are much more color accurate than what this is coming up. It's a really beautiful magenta-y purpley color. And I'm using this to held double to make a love note from Tin Can Knits. So yes, this, I'm going to give you some more details about the yarn. The spruce sock is 75 merino, superwash merino, 25% nylon. It's beautiful, smooth, soft base. I really like her yarn a lot, you guys. And then this is the lace weight fuzzy that I'm holding double to give it that soft halo-y effect. And it's her Truffula cashmere. It is the softest yarn. It's gonna feel so good in a sweater, I think. And so this is 81% superwash merino, 19% cashmere, and it feels really like special and luxurious. So I have several. I've got 2 of the sock base and 3 of the Truffula, and I already have them 2 different skeins hanked up and working on and cast on. Do I have my swatch over here? No. So one of the things that was super rad, and I don't know how long I'm going to continue to be surprised by this, but I got perfect gauge the first time, so that was fantastic. And so I went ahead and I cast on my love note on Valentine's Day. And this is where I am. Are you ready, guys? It's a top down, and so this is the neck line, and it's actually a provisional cast on, and then it'll you'll come in and pick up the neckline to give you a more customized fit. I feel like the tips of my needles are a little long for such a small circumference of stitching. This is technically joined in the round. It's very tangled, everyone. As you can see, that's not ideal, so I may end up redoing this again and seeing if I can get it better. I may end up getting shorter tips for the small circumference. I'm a little skeptical that this is going to go over my head. But it should have some stretch to it. But this is about 1 round of knitting and then the provisional cast on in a waste yarn. And I'm taking it slow because of and this is the shortest circumference of cable I have. This is a 16-inch. And it's just a little difficult to kind of get the tip into the loop to knit it, and so I have some concerns. I'm not loving this bit right here, this gap, because that's supposed to be joined in the round, so I will see if I can get that to work itself out and like trust the process, or if I need to redo this. And I will if I have to. It may be that I need shorter tips because these are quite long for small circumference knitting. I might try to do a few more rounds and see if I can get to the increases and see if that kind of works itself out, or if I'm gonna have to redo it. So stay tuned, and I will update in future videos, and then I'm going to insert this clip into the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video and the rest of the clip, and you'll see back to previous Katie. This is Katie from the future. Okay, bye. Okay, so next up on the agenda is Happy Mail, haul, acquisitions, whatever you want to call it. The first was technically the yarn from Treehouse Knits. kind of wrapped up into whips and new starts, but it's okay. And then this is Happy Mail from Bestitch Me. I was waiting and killing time while I was waiting for my friend, actually my family, to arrive to an event we went to, and so I was scrolling on my phone, and I saw that Bestitch Me had some nice neutrals. Ready to ship, not dyed to order or anything like that. And one of the things I'm kind of wanting to do is enhance my fabric stash. To just have something, you know, really neutral and can put anything on if I'm feeling the itch for a new start and not have to wait like 6 to 8 weeks for dyed to order. I'm not sure if that's the best logic, but here we are. So I got 3 fabrics. Let's go through them. This is the color Grog, and it's an 18 count Aida. It's kind of a medium tan cafe au lait kind of color. So I figured that would be a great anything type of stitch. Fabric for a stitch. The next one is a 28 count Lugana in the color Hot Cocoa. It's in person, it's slightly pinky. But still like a beigey, tan, browny neutral. Not too dark, which is good for me. But now that I have my Aunt Light, that might not be the case anymore. I can maybe try darker fabrics again. So that is Hot Cocoa. And then last but not least is Sugar Cream Pie. This is the lightest one. It's also slightly pinky. Very light. It doesn't have as much modeling as the others. And then this is also a 28 count Lugana. And the only other Bestitch Me I've ever worked on is the pumpkin patch from For Tonight We Ride that came in the Autumn Lane Stitchery Halloween box. And I'll try and get a better picture of this one because it's coming off like super duper light. Yeah. That one's not, I'm not able to get that one, everyone. So that is the 3 pieces of fabric that I ordered, and it's part of the reason why I said I think I'm going to be starting a lot of new stuff is I got more fabric so I can. And then last on the agenda for today, everyone, is books and other media. So when I was on this cruise we went on in the middle of January, I did more reading than knitting, and it was really nice. I downloaded some books from my library on the Libby app, and I read some of those like cozy mysteries that usually involve around baking. I think I read, it was Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder from Joanne Fluke. Not too heavy, very easy, beachy reads. And then I downloaded another one while we were on the ship. Another cozy mystery involved around baking. It was called Cherry Chocolate Cheesecake Murder. So very light, very fluffy and silly, but entertaining, and definitely like the beach category, even though like it's got murder in it. Like it's not as dark as it sounds, I guess. And so I read those 2, and then when we got home, my hold on the next book in the All Souls trilogy from Deborah Harkness and the Discovery of Witches series came to me. I was able to rent it, and so I'm reading that one right now. I really like the series, you guys. It's so good. I've been staying up way too late to read this book, and hopefully I can get 700 pages read fairly quickly. I've got the full 21 days to do it, so stay tuned. But I really like the series. We're already over halfway through February, and I intend to make my next read something appropriate for Black History Month. That is kind of important to me for this month, so I'm gonna hopefully see if I can get from Libby. That would be ideal, to be able to use that for something from a Black author. I do prefer fiction, so I'll do that. But I'm going to do some research to try and find a good one for that. So if you have any recommendations as well, please let me know. I have a to be read list a mile long, but I will always add more to it. So that's something I want to do. I've been thinking about getting the next one in the I've been thinking I may end up get the next book in the Children of Blood and Bone series by, and I will try and pronounce her name correctly, Toemi oh, what is her last name? It's really bad. I had to look it up to make sure. I'm going to say it as correctly as possible, but the next book in the Children of Blood and Bone series, A New Legacy of Orisha series is the name of the series, but a lot of people know it just as the Children of Blood and Bone, by Tomi Adeyemi. And I'll look up the correct pronunciation. So the next one would be Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I'm looking at my Goodreads now, so it's been out for a while, so maybe I'll get lucky and there won't be a wait list. Fingers crossed. But if not, I will pay for the ebook. So I guess that was kind of an unintentional segue into plans. So that would be the first section for plans. And then as far as crafting goals and plans, keep making progress, keep on keeping on my whips. So how I do this every week when I am setting up my planner for the next week of to-dos and appointments and which, yoga classes I've signed up for the week and all of that. I use my Tiny Decisions app with all of my projects. And I just spin for Monday the whole week. And whatever it says is what I work on, usually. So this is kind of like the first set. And then the next week will be the other projects that I didn't talk about in this episode. So Vintage Simplicity and my grandpa cardigan, some hats that I kind of had left, started and not made any progress on, and things like that. So that's just kind of the plan for the foreseeable future. So if you have any interest in seeing those projects, you can, of course, always check my previous Flosstube episodes and also subscribe so you can get updated on my new episodes in the future. The plan is every other week a Flosstube update. Life has been extremely busy, and I am desperate for a weekend when I don't have to do anything. It hasn't happened yet. I really need a bed rot day. So, but that's adulting, I suppose. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting some crafting in, and I hope you guys are getting time to work on your projects and the things that you enjoy. And I look forward to talking to you all in the next episode. Have a great weekend. Bye.